Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, it is an honor to stand humbly before you all to present the second reading of my private member's bill, Bill 250, Recovery Month of 2021. This bill will proclaim the month of September in each year as Recovery Month. Thus, Ontario can seize the opportunity to recognize the people and families across the province who often face challenges related to their addictions and mental health. Together, we can acknowledge their suffering, hear their voice, and answer their cries for help. Speaker, today we ring the alarm bell to raise awareness about addiction and mental health. Too often, people slip through the alarm, but today I urge everyone to wake up and pay attention. We must first be aware of the problem in order to fix it. We must not only hear the alarm, but hear the sounds of suffering that comes with it, and then try to do something about it. Like Recovery Month is the alarm, thus we need now to awaken public awareness. Let's consider this bill as a public intervention. Speaker, many people who deal with addictions and have struggles with mental health live to tell their stories. Sadly, too many others do not, and this must change. I know of a young man whose difficult life journey was entangled by addictions and mental health challenges. Like others in his circumstance, he tried to self-medicate to ease his pain. When his despair became unbearable, tragically, his life ended in suicide. His name is David. He was an only child. He was the most important person in the world to his parents. I can only imagine the unspeakable sorrow they must feel. Speaker, Recovery Month emphasizes the value of prevention and the hope of recovery with help. Recovery is a journey that begins with building a fortress of self-worth. Even when the foundation is shaky, it requires mindfulness, understanding, and an open heart tempered with a steely sense of willpower and self-determination. With many compassionate and caring people and organizations willing and able to help, a person who has been caught in a cycle of harmful addictions and whose life has spiraled into the state of dysfunction can come up from the shadows of stigma and shame. Speaker, by accepting help, they have the chance to embrace the difficult journey of recovery to arrive at a healthier destination where freedom from addiction is possible. Through recovery, they can be transformed into contributing members of society. Recovery also affects their families and our society as a whole. It is more than a worth pursuit. Recovery is often a choice between life and death. We must remain awake and vigilant to inspire real change in public perception of those afflicted by addictions and mental health challenges. Addictions and mental health concerns touch people from all ages, genders, races, creeds, socioeconomic and educational backgrounds. Anyone can become chained to addiction. Speaker, along with this important recognition is hope. Hope for a better future for all those who too often suffer in silence, relegated to the shadows of society. Hope that comes naturally with an increased awareness of the complex issues of addiction. Hope that is more powerful than stigma, more potent than any drug, and the most critical components to those seeking recovery from addiction. This bill emphasizes the fact that people can find effective treatment that ultimately will lead to recovery. To demonstrate its concern and commitment, our government will invest $1.9 billion over 10 years to match federal contributions in mental health and addiction services and housing support, bringing the total new investment to $3.8 billion. This includes $176 million in 2020-21 for initiatives such as expanded community support in both French and English, as well as $19.25 million for mental health support for post-secondary students. Speaker, Recovery Month will focus attention on the issues of mental health and addictions. It will also increase public awareness and reduce stigma as we shine the spotlight on the types of addictions that Ontarians face every day. It will encourage people to seek and accept help. Speaker, by proclaiming Recovery Month here in Ontario, individuals and families experiencing painful situations and consequences related to mental health crises and addictions may begin to realize that they are not alone. That is an essential realization to encourage recovery. While statistically, young men are more often involved with the dire consequences from opioid addiction, women are also at risk and worth our help to address their problems. There are many success stories of those who have accepted help to find peace and hope through recovery. Ontario is fortunate to have a variety of mental health and addictions resources and organizations who provide help to those in need. For example, the Jane Twist Center provides support services and programs aimed at helping women to face their struggles associated with the substance use that are often accompanied by a history of trauma. One of their clients, Samantha, reports that she had experienced significant trauma in her young life, which led her to substance use as a coping strategy. At age 18, she began an ongoing journey with the center when she found the courage to reach up and ask for help. Her decision proved to be life-altering and changed the trajectory of her future as she began to deal with her past. The center provided her with a safe place to feel vulnerable while committing herself to the journey of hard work through recovery. She completed a 21-day residence program, followed by a continuing care program, and participated in individual and group trauma sessions. Through the Reaching Up to Women program, she ultimately found a placement for supportive housing. The help she received prepared her to accept the long-term choice of hope, help, and healing. She continued to work on coping strategy and life skills and had not used any substance in 18 months. She then transitioned to post-secondary education program and was accepted into a behavioral science technician program while maintaining a 3.85 GPA. She is also giving back to the community by working full-time as a peer support community resource worker. This is a clear example of the power of hope when combined with help. Speaker, as a province, we all feel the pain and bear the consequences when mental health and addictions are ignored. Unemployment among people who are struggling with untreated addictions creates an economic burden not only for themselves, but for everyone in Ontario. People naturally want to live up to their potential and contribute to their families and community. But without good health, free of addiction. It is enormous challenge. Speaker, recovery months will help to reduce both the personal and economic toll of untreated mental health and addictions. It will offer people the opportunity to contribute as they long to contribute. The public will also expand their understanding of the issues, and through communication and support, help will be found and accepted. Think of David and Samantha, and please remember them and their families. While there are only 2 people among thousands of others, their stories illustrate the reality of mental health and addictions struggles, the risks and consequences of untreated mental health crises and addictions, and the discovery of prosperity when health and hope are restored through the process of recovery. Speaker, I ask you all to support Bill 250, Recovery Month in September. Together, we have the chance to make a difference to many people who matters more than they may realize. Let's help them to believe in themselves and to invest in their future and ours. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much.